Before we commence this class, I have few questions to ask my students. How does Google Maps knows the fastest route from your home to school? Number 2, how does a ride-hailing driver finds your location? 3, how does the government know which communities are at risk of flooding? And lastly, how does a delivery company knows where to send package to? These questions will be answered as we proceed in this lecture. So our learning objectives will be: define GIS, identify the components of GIS, explain how GIS works, and finally, describe the importance of GIS in decision making. So in this very lecture, we're going to start with the first one: define GIS. So we're going to be understanding the fundamentals of GIS. GIS stands for Geographic Information System. It's a computer-based system used to capture geographic data. It also stores geographic data, manages geographic data, analyzes geographic data. Also, it visualizes geographic data. All of this is to enable to and help in supporting decision making. Now, the data is linked to locations on Earth. I have three simpler definitions here. A GIS is a tool that helped us understand the world through location. GIS also is a system that helps us to answer questions about where a thing is or things are and why they are there. That's what GIS does. Also, a GIS is a technology that combines maps with information that we can see patterns, we can solve problems and make better decisions about places on the earth. Take for example, a paper map can show you where a hospital is, but a GIS can tell you how many people live near that hospital, which road leads to that hospital, how long it takes to get there, which communities do not have access to healthcare. Now, this is the difference between a map and a GIS. Let's take this analogy. What is the difference between a photograph and a smartphone? A photograph only shows an image, while we all know that a smartphone stores information. Your contact information are stored in a smartphone. Pictures are stored in a smartphone. Videos are stored in a smartphone. Alright? So, aside from storage, this information can be analyzed. You can easily check how many contacts are in your phone, right? You can see how many pictures are in your phone. Analysis. And you can browse the internet and all of that. Alright? Now, also, a smartphone shares information. You can text someone, you can do this, you can send an email, so a smartphone also shares information and it also helps you to make better decisions. I have 50,000 contacts. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? All of that. So it helps you to make decisions. Now, a traditional map only shows location. GIS goes beyond mapping by allowing us to store information about a place or places, analyze the relationships between the stored places, answer questions, and support decisions. The where and what concept of a GIS. The where in a GIS, which we can also put it in a spatial form, where connotes spatial, which we can say location, about the school location. All right, so we have spatial, which is where, and then it talks about the location. Talks about the location, which we have the school location, for example, a hospital location, example, a market location, example, and we have the coordinate as what? 9.0765 in the north and 7.3986 in the eastern. That's the where. The what, which is non-spatial, is an information about the location. We have the school location. Now we're talking about what is the name of the school. Is it a public school or a private school? A secondary or a primary school or a university? How many students are there? How many teachers are in the school? So that is where the information about the location comes in. So the GIS links where with what. So I have this illustration I say here, where plus what equal to GIS. Imagine the government wants to build a new fire station. Questions now. Where do most fires occur? Which neighborhoods are far from existing fire stations? Which roads provide the fastest response time? Now, GIS helps answer these questions by combining the maps, location data, population data, road network data, all to support decision making. Final tips. GIS is a smart map that not only shows where things are, but also help us understand what is happening there and makes better decisions. Thank you.